Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I was just getting ready to make a new Christmas sweatshirt, and it's going to be a puff sweatshirt, and I said, you know what, why don't I just show you guys the whole process and how to make it. I get a lot of questions about that, so we're going to go ahead and make it together. So I'm going to grab a gray sweatshirt. This is my stock room of sweatshirts. There's a lot of mess in here, but this is my stock room. I like the Gildan Soft Style brand just because you can get it everywhere. That's a nice Sanmar. I'm pretty sure I did buy more sweatshirts. I hope I did. But we're gonna use this one. I believe I'll use this gray. And it's just gonna say Mary and Puff. So, changed my mind. We're gonna use a small because I have quite a bit of smalls. Smalls don't sell that much for me, but they're best for sample photos because they are smaller. All right, so I just bought the Mary Puff design from Chriswell Creations. So I'm just gonna open it. I'm gonna do the 10-inch one. So here we are. The interior is puff and the exterior is just satin. The border I want to be green, so I'm selecting this, clicking on number, and scrolling until I see a green. And for the inside, I'm gonna click that part right here. And I want this to be red, so I'm just scrolling till I see red. All right, so if you have a Brother embroidery machine or whatever embroidery machine you have, you do file, save stitch file as. Mary Puff is what I call this. I have a folder, don't mind me. It's September 22nd. I know we're now in November. November 6th, but that's just the folder I save it to. From down here, you'll choose your format for whatever machine you have. I'm using PES because my Melcos do also read PES, and I just click save. What I also like to do is save everything to my Google Drive. It's that way I just open it on my other computer. So I'm gonna go over here. These are the orders I've been already making today. Mary Puff, just drag and drop, and it'll be on my Melco computer. So I'll see y'all there. Lillian's been in here working. This is her orders she's done so far today. Jolly and Caffeinated is an hour stitch out, but people love it, and it's one you can throw on the machine and then go do something else and then come back later. Let me get all these orders off the table so that we can go ahead and get started. All right, I moved all that. Let me now get the puff. Here is where I keep all the puff colors we have. This was gonna be red, so I'm gonna grab the red puff. All my puff is gunneled puff, so it's thick. They also have like the 3mm, like regular puff, which is softer. I like the dense, but they don't have it in but like 4 colors, so I just use 3mm. So pretty much supplies you'll need, obviously you'll need puff. For this one, I'm gonna be doing a big design. So this is the 8x13 Mighty Hoop. We have a Puff Pro, which is a tool to push in the excessive puff after you're done. But if you don't have one, we use a pair of the little tiny orange scissors and push it in. Sometimes we lose it. But with puff, you want to use the puff closest to your embroidery design color. So it's going to be red, so we're using red. I need to cut a piece of stabilizer. He's going to cut me a piece of stabilizer. I also like to put my piece of tape to tell where the top of the embroidery is going to go. This is a small, so it's kind of high up there. And then the Mighty Hoop has 2 circles, so that helps you center your design if you did fold it in half and get a crease. Smalls are kind of easy to do. And then I pull it tight, so now you just get it on the machine. All right, so we got the sweatshirt on the machine, and now we have to change the hoop. So we're gonna hit Mighty Hoop. This is the 8x13 hoop, 13x8, my bad. Here you go. All right, and now we're going to load the design. So we'll hit right here to load the design. We're going to load it from the network because it's on my flash drives folder on my laptop. The design is called Mary, so we'll type MER, and here it is. Select it. Now we're going to go to color setup to add the colors. Bottom 2 colors are the colors of the design, so this step should be green, so we'll hit the green. And then this step should be red, so we'll hit the red. Now the red is also puff, so we need to put in the puff setting. So we're selected on the red right here with the white outline, and we're going to hit the 3D button. And now you see it has the 3D setting here, so it'll increase the active feed, which is the auto tension system. So it'll push more thread to because the puff is thicker. I also would like it, forgot, I needed to stop between these 2 steps so that I can put the puff. So I will hit the A button for applique, and it'll pull the machine forward. Center the design, and then we could do a trace to see where it is. This is the trace. And it does an exact trace of the exact design. If you can see the red outline, you can choose how fast you want it to do the trace. I'm impatient, I'll choose that. And I'm gonna push the play button here to see where it goes. Okay, perfect, and we'll get started. So see, it stopped for applique, I walked away. So now it did the outline stitch, just like the photo, and now we're gonna be putting the puff. So I actually need to cut a little bit more so that it's actually in the hoop and not hitting it, because otherwise it'll bounce. So let me cut some more. And then I'm also gonna raise on the Melcos. There's a little gear back here that you gotta raise. Let me cut this a little bit more. All right, cut it, placed it down. Go ahead and push start. All right, it is all done. Now let's take it off the machine. All right, so we're gonna rip this off. It's hard to do with one hand though. Can't even hold this camera, please. This is definitely a thicker foam. So if you use a thinner foam, it would probably just pull right up. This is a very thick embroidery design, obviously because it's puff, but the puff I used is a dense foam, so it'll make it pop even more than your standard 3mm. I'm just pulling it up because I don't want to damage this sweatshirt. Just more attention to detail, but the quality. People notice good quality. I feel like I'm popping bubble wrap. Look at the definition on that. That's what the dense puffy foam makes it look like. All right, I'm gonna take the hoop off, and then we gotta heat it. All right, so now I have a heat pew pew that I got from Amazon, and I couldn't find my 3D Puff Pro tool, so I'm gonna use these scissors to push in. Anywhere where you see foam sticking out, you will push it in. You don't want to get too close because you can burn it, or you can also melt bread. So what it does is it shrinks up the puff. You want to push the ends in. I'm not trying to block the camera. And I'm not left-handed, so it's making this a bit more difficult. But it's just cleaning up the edges because it shrinks the puff. Alright. Gotta cut these threads and we'll be done. Alright, so here is the finished look. Camera's trying to follow me and block my face. Here's the finished look and how it came out. I think it came out amazing. It's gonna be your next bestseller. This design was from Chriswell Creations on Etsy. But yes, she has a bunch of like different words. I'm pretty sure these are hand lettered, so she doesn't have a font. Only do word by word, but they're cute, cool. This I think will be a great seller. It definitely pops and stands out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get pictures taken and list this right now on Etsy right when I end this video. But yes, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it made you understand a little bit of the puff process and how it works and not be so scared of doing it. It's pretty fun. Again, Gunnelled foam is what I recommend. It is the best out there. That's what was recommended to me, and that's what they use at all the embroidery shows. I did change the needle to a 7511 if you were curious. So yes, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.